while Ashish was singing his story, my wife leaned over to me and said, "You want to sing yours too?" But so I'm not going to close that way. My name's Carl Nelson, and I'm actually part of the Elam alumni who joined Mill City Church. And so my story starts about 27 years ago when Kari and I were newlywed. We'd moved to North Minneapolis. We were looking for a place to belong and a home to start. And so this has been our church home, our community all that time. And it's been a place where we found friendship, where our faith has grown. Where we have raised our family. We have 3 kids, and 2 of them are out of the home now. Our daughter Amelia is part of the high school ministry here. But this has been a place, the church has been a place where I have found family, where I have found friendship, where I have found community together. But over those years of living life and doing life together and starting career and kind of, going through life week by week, month by month, year by year, and now decade by decade. In the midst of all of that, there's a moment that's seared in my memory that took place in that's been, in a strange way, a blessing to me. And it involves another Elam alumni family, Tim and Ann Bremer, who came to this church a few years before I started attending here, and they have kids about the same age as our kids, and just more of them. And they have raised their kids here, and we, have had backyard parties together, and the guys have gone on winter camping trips to Mink Lake and sailing trips together. But in 2014, their teenage son Mark died suddenly and tragically, and it was just a shockwave through our whole congregation, for all of us. And at the funeral service was held here in this room. This room was filled to overflowing, and you couldn't find a space to sit. I remember sitting in a row right up there, scrunched in with my family, and watching Tim and Ann and their family as we had this funeral for Mark, and then later went to the graveside, and watching as they trusted in God through the midst of just incredible grief. Later that evening, as I was reflecting on the emotions and the activities of the day and grieving over Mark's death, I wrote this, that today, Tim and Ann taught us how to live. And it was one of those moments when, you realize in the upside down world of God's kingdom, I had actually been blessed by watching them walk through the deepest, most unimaginable grief that you could ever believe. And my faith and my courage and trust in God is different because of watching my friends and how they walk through just a deep, terrible moment like that, and a belief that in those moments you can still trust God, and He's going to be there and He's going to show up. And so as we start this journey, this Here for Good journey, I think the blessing that this church has been to me, and I hope that it will be that kind of community and that kind of faith, that kind of family for generations to come.